Hey guys, my name is Meads. Welcome to my channel. This is a special creative model review, or SCM. And this is the RX-78-2 Gundam real type colors. And again, thanks very much Vec for getting me this awesome figure. He actually found this at New York Comic Con and one of the sellers there are selling it. Quite nice. And for those who are gonna ask, how much are these guys? It's a little pricey. They're about $30 to $40 a pop. It is kind of pricey, but for the details I'm gonna go over, I think it's well worth it. But again, it's really up to you if you want to get them. Alright, so let's have a closer look on this figure. Alright, so I'm not really quite familiar with the real type colors, but other than what I can see here, it's obviously different. And here's a good comparison with the Robot Damacy RX-78. So I'll be using this guy as a good comparison. And as you can see, we have a gray on the area on the torso and red. And the forearms, knees, and shin guards are green. Same shield. Yeah, I actually like these colors here. Really nice. And I think there's another variation of the colors, the prototype, which is somewhat similar too. Right, so if you're wondering, they're about the same size. There's a lot of difference actually. If you look closer, the shield, this has more details on it. As you can see, the shoulders are slightly smaller, and just the details. This one has a lot more than your Robot Damacy. Yep. And this figure comes with a couple of accessories. You have your beam saber hilts here that you can pop out, and there is beam sabers, or the effect parts. Then you have your shield here, which is also great because it connects on that. This connector here, but also the same connector you can pop it on the back, which I really like. You don't have to put a separate connector. It's very good. Let's see. Other than that, you're gonna have your beam rifle, your standard one movable scope, as well as the handle down here. I'm gonna have a couple of hands. The open hand, the one that holds the pistol for the right hand, and another for the left hand. Otherwise, you're gonna have closed fists, as you can see here. And the other one is this bazooka, which is also good because this figure comes with this attachment on the back, which you can flip down and you can store it like so. You can actually have him hold all these weapons, which is always nice. Alright, so now let's go to the details. Alright, so this is just a closer look of the details of the shield. You have panel lines here, and actually it's a little bit smaller than your Robot Damacy shield right here. On the back, you get more details, and you don't have a handle like the Robot Damacy or those connectors for the beam saber hilts, but you can have more details, so it's quite nice. And this is like a slightest green or olive. It's not really quite white. It's kind of off-white. Right, so that's for the shield. Alright, so again, this is the SCM. This is the Robot Damacy one. And again, you have more details for this SCM. Yep. And also, you'll also notice that this has a bigger handle than this one. So in some sense, you can't have the SCM use the Robot Damacy's gun and vice versa. Alright, so for the SCM, one thing you'll notice that this is slightly skinnier than the Robot Damacy one. And the Robot Damacy one is a lot bigger. Fairly about the same in terms of details. Yep. Alright. So actually another thing I noticed is the head is kinda a little bit too big for the body. So it's a lot skinnier. But as you can see, there's details there. There is a seam line right there in the middle, and if you look closely, someone actually built this figure. So at some point it was a mold kit. So I'm just gonna go over the details. You have a small backpack, small twisters, but I actually like it. And a lot of details there. And another thing you'll notice is the detail on the feet. And it's kind of like a foot. It's not your standard, straight feet like this. It's actually kind of angled. As well as the shin guards. It's angled as well. So it's very, you can do a lot of dynamic pose. Have him angled like that. It's pretty good. And elbow bent. Fairly good, a little bit over 90 degrees. Good articulation. Yeah, you can have him do a whole other movement. And the head. Your standard head movement. The V-fin on this one is actually fixed, so that might be something you want to watch out for. You don't want to, and for the most part, that I think this PVC, it's bendable, which is good, but again, just be careful. You don't want to snap that off. The articulation, the abs is really great on this one too. You can have him bend. It's really good. It's a beam saber hilt. Good ab articulation. Goes in. You can have him move side to side. Yep. Doesn't have a side to side movement on the upper torso. Yep. Front skirts. You can move it forward. The front ones can move up. The side ones can move up as well. And the back, it's actually joined. And I already covered this one. You can pop that out to put the bazooka. For the feet, you can have as much articulation as you need. And one thing I like about the SCM is the knee articulation. It's fairly good. And again, you're gonna see the inner parts of the knee moving. I really like that. And you have your shin guards. The shin guard is slightly angled for this post right here, and you're already seeing the feet. Yep. Oh yeah, I also want to show you the back part of this. It actually goes in, as you can see that square or rectangular part there. It goes in as you bend it, and again, that's pretty good in my opinion. Alright, so pretty much that covers the articulation. Alright, so for the beam saber, it's just this pink part right here, which is kind of bendy. And it goes over here. Suddenly it's the same trigger finger, so it doesn't hold it quite well, but it does the job. And you can have him in dynamic poses, building two beam sabers. But for some reason, the pink on this one looks like it's candy. But nonetheless, it looks great. And then you get the rifle right here. Looks pretty cool. And again, there's just so many poses you can do with this guy, especially with his hand. It looks really amazing. Have him like a little bit of crouching over, bending his knees, have that sliding pose. It looks awesome. Yep. Here again, the two figures side by side. Both of them have pros and cons. In my opinion, the Robot Damashi has great accessories, a lot of accessories, and has better quality control. On the other hand, the SCM has better details and articulation. So it's really up to you which one you want to go for. But for me, I would recommend both of them. And that pretty much concludes my review for the SCM RX-78-2 real type colors. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys have any questions, or if you want to see have it on with other figures, for me to do some kind of comparison, let me know. I'll do that on my next video. Right, so hope you guys enjoyed. So until then, this is Mead. Thank you for watching.